Hey everyone, it's your friend Think Noodles and welcome to Ask Think episode number 69 for Monday, September 30th, 2013. Now, before we get to the questions, of course you guys want to know how many comments were on last week's video, and it was 3,469, and 2 people got it correctly. Both Jen and Shells are awesome, and Minecraft Matrix 1600 with, of course, 3,469. Now guys, don't forget to leave your question in the comments below. Remember, only 1 question per comment, but you can leave as many comments as you like. Also, if the comments are closed on this video, make sure to go to the most recent Ask Think video and ask your question there. Now, on to the questions, and the first one is kind of about a future episode, and Alexander Gonzalez says, Think, will you really do a Let's Play series with your wife? I think you should do a Minecraft family thing, and what is your wife's name? Well, I don't know about a Let's Play with my wife just yet, because she doesn't have a ton of time, but I did convince her to sort of do an Ask Think the Think's Wife edition, so she is going to answer some questions. I don't think it will be for next week's Ask Think, probably maybe 2 or 3 or 4 from now, but I want you guys to include questions for my wife this week. Obviously, ask me questions too, because like I said, it'll be in 2, 3, or 4 videos from now, but they will be there, and your questions to her will be answered. I don't know how many I'm gonna be able to ask her, but I don't know, we could probably get 10 or 15 questions just for her, and then the rest just for me, or whatever, we can answer them together, something like that. But please, guys, ask questions for my wife as well in the comments this time around. Anaya CP Universe says, Think, did you know CaptainSparklez commented on your 65th episode of your survival series? No, he didn't. And that is specifically on his channel and on other people's channels. If you ever see them on YouTube, especially him, if he doesn't have the check mark next to his name, which is the verified name on YouTube and Google Plus and stuff, then it isn't him. It was someone impersonating him using Google Plus and changing their YouTube channel name and using his icon. So I think I deleted most of those comments because it was pretty annoying that everyone was believing him. And that's one of the reasons I want Google Plus too, because that happens to me as well. Or that's why I want the verified name, but I haven't gotten it yet. And on that note, Chris Estrada says, I have a mobile, so I was just browsing some Minecraft videos on YouTube. I went to Boonchi's videos and I actually saw your username, Think Noodles, and you were like, you're such a noob and all that stuff. But I think on one of your vids you said you would never say that, and I might have been like one poser. I went on my desktop and on the same video and I saw it wasn't actually you. Yep, that's right. And again, that's why I want the verified name on YouTube, so that people will not see the check mark next to me and automatically know, oh, that's not really Think. But I haven't been able to. I think I have about 3,800 plus ones, or I'm sorry, followers on Google Plus, and I applied at 3,000, and Google said it wasn't enough followers on Google Plus. So guys, if you haven't already followed me on Google Plus, click the link in the description. It's free and all that stuff. As long as you have a YouTube account or a Google account or a Gmail account, you can do it, and just click the follow button, not the +1 button. That one doesn't count as much for some reason. The follow button is the important one. And yeah, Sarah Gao says you definitely have over 3,000 followers. That's true. And once I get to 4,000, I'll apply again. And if they deny me again, I'll apply again at 5,000, and just keep on trying. And eventually I should get that verified name, guys. Eileen Saison asks, have you ever tasted Magnolia Cupcakes? My family loves them. Yes, I have. I've had Magnolia Cupcakes. They're actually from New York, and I'm sure you probably knew that, and that's why you're asking. And they are delicious, and there are actually cupcake shops here, and I know you probably won't believe it, but there are cupcake shops here that have better cupcakes than Magnolia. Curious Confused asks, did you go to the state fair with Kobe? I saw a man that looked about your age walking a golden retriever, but I couldn't approach the person and ask if it was you because we were in a bit of a rush. No, it wasn't me and Kopi. I'm sorry to disappoint. Sonic X Extreme asks, what would you do if one of your fans found your Skype and added you? Would you accept and say hi, or decline to keep yourself private? Well, I would have to decline. There are a lot of people that add me on Skype, and I decline most of them just because I can't afford to have so many people on my Skype list that aren't contacts that I use for recording videos and stuff, because it would clutter up my Skype, and maybe someone might accidentally or on purpose start calling me in the middle of recording a video. It's happened a few times with people that I did accept, and it kind of interferes with my productivity. So sorry guys, I can't accept fans on Skype. FL Gatorboy Does MC says, when you started YouTube, what was your original subscriber goal? Well, I didn't really have a goal like, oh, I really want X number of subscribers, but I did have what I considered to be the upper limit of subscribers, and I used various and of course, you guys know when I started my channel, it was pretty much just Club Penguin videos. So I gauged my possible subscriber upper limit by looking at Club Penguin's channel and a few other popular Club Penguin channels, and I estimated it between 30,000 and 50,000. I was thinking about 45,000 would be my maximum limit, and I would have had all the subscribers that I could get from Club Penguin. And it turned out I was wrong. I mean, I had in Minecraft and stuff, but I'm actually 100,000 past where I thought it would ever get. Anna Maria asks, do you pre-record videos, leave them in a file, forget about them, and come back to them when you don't feel like recording? Nope. It depends on the day and the video and whatnot. But for example, my survival Let's Play, as soon as I'm done recording it, I edit it and upload it right away because I know that you guys want it. Other ones, sometimes there'll be a day where I'll record a couple of mini games and I'll say, oh, well, I'm only going to put up one today. I'll put up one tomorrow. Or sometimes we do 3 mini games, one right after another. And I can't upload those all in one day. So I just leave them there and get back to them in a day or two. But not because I don't feel like recording. It's just that I don't want to upload like 6 videos to my channel all in one day and then be forced to record the next day and do all that editing and stuff. So, yeah, sometimes I do save them, especially like UHC. Of course, that's recorded all in one session and it's left in a file until, first of all, until we air the first episode. And then, as each episode goes, I edit the next episode, although they're very easy to edit. Jesse is a messy ask. Do you think having mostly an audience of kids will help you parent when you have kids of your own? I think so. I mean, I don't know, but I do think that it helps me relate to kids and that I would relate really well to my own children. Bacon Mockingjay says, hey, I love Kopi. She's so adorable. How did you decide on a golden retriever as the breed of dog to buy? That was my wife's decision, actually. She never had a dog as a kid, and she always wanted one. And so once we got to a place where we could have dogs or a pet, and we were stable enough, like as far as her school and work and things like that, and everything was settled, she said she wanted a dog, and she had always wanted a golden retriever. I don't know, maybe she's a Full House fan and she loved Comet. I don't know, but that's the dog she wanted, and I'd seen golden retrievers and loved them, and I'd never had one, so we decided that was the dog for us. Amin Ramawi says, hey, I'm going to put my voice on YouTube, but I'm so worried. I don't really know how to feel. Should I lean into the mic, more lean back? How many inches away should I be? I'm so worried. Any big tips? I'm asking you because you always sound so good when you speak. Well, it's experimentation. You'll want a pop filter if you're going to be close to the microphone, and I do recommend that you be fairly close to the microphone because the further away you are, so if I get back like this, you can hear a big echo and my voice doesn't sound as good as if I'm right up close to it. So you do want to be close to it. You don't want to really lean in because that's going to hurt your back and your shoulders and your neck and all that stuff. I have a boom that puts the microphone in front of me, and so it's not sitting on my desk. It's actually in the air. I think you guys have seen that before. But yeah, I do recommend you put it close to your mouth. But if you don't have a pop filter, don't put it too close because you'll pop your peas and it'll peak your mic and things like that. But you'll just have to experiment. So record your voice and listen back to it yourself. And I know you're not going to like listening to your own voice. I still don't like it, but you will find out through experimentation, and as time goes on, you'll find the best mic placement for you. And it's different for everyone. Beast Noodle 34 says, think any tips on becoming a YouTuber? How do I grow? How should I get YouTubers to record with? And what should I do? And what games should I play? Well, you should play games that you like. If you don't, then you won't enjoy yourself and your viewers won't enjoy watching you. As far as how to grow, just make good quality videos. I mean, that's all I did, and I really didn't do anything else special. Now, as far as how to get other YouTubers to record, it's more important to build your own audience first. Build up your subscriber base and get people who are loyal to you and who watch all your videos, and then other YouTubers will come to you to record. Marley53113 on CP says, who's your favorite in Survivor, Blood versus Water? I'm going to disappoint you guys, but Survivor is one of my favorite shows on television, and I haven't watched. I actually didn't know it started. I do have 2 episodes recorded, but I missed the first episode, so I have to go back and watch that before I watch the next couple of episodes. So I will get to it, and I don't know who my favorite is yet. FL Gatorboy Does MC says, is school affecting recording with you or people you record with? Well, it doesn't really affect me because you guys know I'm done with school and have been for quite a long time, but it does affect people I record with because most of them do go to school. Minecraft Epicness 78 said, there was a bomb threat at my school. Oh my goodness. How many bomb threats have you been in? Well, when I was in high school, and this was before 9/11 and before pretty much any of the school shootings. I mean, there may have been some, I'm sure there probably were, but they weren't as common violence in schools, like gun violence and bombs and stuff. But in my school, we always had a bomb threat around finals. I don't know why, because that would just take away time for you to do the test, but someone would always call one in. And it wasn't really very serious. It was more like a fire drill, and nobody was scared because nothing like that had really ever happened, and we didn't really worry about terrorism because this was the mid-90s, or actually the early 90s, and we didn't see much of that back then. So, it happened quite a few times, and it didn't really bother me. Nowadays, if I were in school and that came in, I might get a little scared. Atomic Destroyer 0 says, you should use Faithful Texture Pack because it makes default look better. I've tried it, and I just can't get over the way the dock looks. It makes the sword and everything, like the sword looks too long, and I just like the way default looks, completely default. In fact, I was playing around yesterday on Hunger Games, and I disabled connected textures because I wanted to get all the way to default. Just so I can have the glass panes and stuff not connect. I don't know. It just, for some reason, I love default vanilla. The Sheep KK says, every YouTuber has haters and has to deal with them. How do you deal with haters? Usually I kill with kindness. If someone says something really mean on the video, just, thanks for watching. Hope you like the next one, that sort of thing. And if you don't react to them in the way that they want, they usually just go somewhere else. So that's what I usually do. XRealGamingX asks, have you ever gotten a computer virus? Not in a really long time. The last one I got was in high school, and I don't remember how I got it, but I do remember what happened. And it wasn't a computer virus that's like spyware and pop-ups and stuff. No. This was a computer virus that well, it infected the system and I didn't know, and I rebooted the computer and there was nothing left. And I was in high school, and thankfully my dad had tape backup of everything. But yeah, the virus on reboot formatted the entire hard drive. Everything was gone, and I was freaking out. I was really worried, but my dad fixed it. Caleb Eastvoid asks, is Grazier a real robot or is he a Canadian? Well, why can't he be a Canadian robot? Sarah Gao says, so Grazier got so much hate for scumbagging you on episode 72 of your Hunger Games. Can you please explain to everyone it's just a game? You guys were just having fun. Yep. Guys, when Grazier and I do stuff on Hunger Games or actually in any game, you guys know we're really good friends and we're always messing with each other, and he was just messing with me. You guys know I don't care if I win or lose Hunger Games. It doesn't matter at all as long as I have fun. And if I'm having fun with my friends and they kill me, whatever, doesn't matter. And I thought it was really, really funny that he sent me into that trap. I mean, like, I tripped the tripwire myself. I watched it back. He didn't press a button or anything. I did it myself. He just kind of gave me a little guide on how to do it. And I thought it was hilarious, and I hope you guys understand that Grazier and I are good friends, and we're kind of like, I don't know, we just kind of make fun of each other, and that's really, really fun for us because we get along so well, and no hate for him at all, please, guys. Pixel asks, where do I get Minecon tickets and how much are they? Well, they are $150 a piece, and you can't get them anymore. They sold out within like 30 seconds, so there aren't any left. I'm sorry. Brunel Hose says, hey, think I'm starting up my YouTube career. I would love to upload Minecraft, but my computer isn't so hefty, if you know what I mean. I think I should upload music videos displaying the music I like. Do you think this is an alright path to take? No. And the reason I say that is because music has huge copyright issues all over the internet, on YouTube especially. And if you upload copyrighted music, your channel will never be partnered because you have copyrighted music on it, and it can't be. And it'll really, really limit what you can do on YouTube. So I wouldn't recommend uploading copyrighted music. I'm sorry to take that idea away from you. The next person asks, think if you see someone with a Think Noodles t-shirt with your YouTube avatar on it, would you A, ignore them, B, say cool t-shirt, C, say I know that guy and I can do the best impersonation of him, hey everyone, is your friend Think Noodles, and here's another Minecraft minigame, etc. Or D, say today is your lucky day, I am Think Noodles, or E, say boo, I hate that guy. You know, I might like point at it and go, you know, that doesn't look right. Fix it, or something like that. But you know, I might do the impression one. I kind of like that one. Rico Visser says, "What map are you going to do now that you have completed 241?" Not sure. I've been seeing a lot of people saying that they want us to do Bryns Mansion, which I think we might do, especially since Hypixel makes it so easy on their server, or his server. So yeah, I think that's what we might do next, but we haven't talked about it. Roblox reviewer 9001 says, go on to Google Maps and ask for walking directions to the Shire into Mordor. It says, use caution, one does not simply walk into Mordor. Yes, I do believe you because I'd seen that before and I did it myself, and you guys should try it. It's really kind of funny. Justin Yago asks, what's your favorite thing about iOS 7? You know, that's an interesting question because I upgraded a long time ago and I forget what's new and what isn't. And I was trying to convince someone to upgrade from iOS 6 and he's like, I don't have the time. What's the point? It's just a little different. I'm not sure I like it. And I was trying to convince him to do it. And the one thing that I did remember, and it did convince him to do it, was the photo collections. For a lot of us, myself included, I have probably 2,000 photos on my phone, and it's just in the camera roll, and there's always that time where you're like, oh, I got this photo, let me show you, and you have to search through thousands of pictures, and it never works out really well. But with the collections, you can remember, oh, I took that in 2011, and then scroll down, and oh, I took it in, I took it in Thailand, here it is, and you click on it, and you can get right to the picture where you want, and he really, really liked that, so that's my favorite feature. Ale Tinajero says, hey, is there a rule on YouTube that says young teens can't put ads on videos so they don't drop out of school and use YouTube as a job? That's not really the reason. The reason that they don't allow younger people to have YouTube accounts and be partnered is because it's against the law. The Children's Online Public Privacy Act or something, COPPA. I don't remember what it stands for, but it protects younger kids from revealing personal information on sites and things like that. And that is why YouTube does it, to comply with federal law. Real Gaming X asks, how do you rely on YouTube's scheduled video uploader? I tried it and the video is never posted. Usually it works. I can't recall, maybe one time that there was a little bit of a delay in posting, but it usually works for me. I don't know. I just trust it because it kind of works. Cool Freak 1215 asks, what do you feel about Poptropica games 2013? It's a new island announced. Well, kinda. Basically the old one updated with new games and more. I don't know. I mean, I know they're updating it with the new screen and stuff, so it is kind of like programming a new island. But I feel like it's a little bit lazy for them to promote it as such. And I hope that they're not going to be doing that with the other islands where they're just like, oh, we added a scene in this island. New island, guys. And neglecting coming out with all new content. We'll see. But Poptropica games wasn't my favorite island. It was actually my least favorite of all because it was just a bunch of mini games and no plot. So, yeah, I thought they took it away because they just didn't want to put it up because people didn't enjoy it very much, but I guess I was wrong. Hut5TV asks, when do you think you'll end your survival series? Never. Adrian Walker says, hey, think I have a question. When you have items in your inventory hotbar and it's more than one, how do you throw it all out without pressing R many times? Well, if I think on a PC you press Control R or depending on if you use Q to drop your items, I use R. But anyway, yeah, I think it's Control, and on a Mac, it is Command. But on a Mac, if you're using the Q key, press Command Q, it'll quit the program, so you may want to remap it to R. Justin Yago says, hey, think, why is it the Minecrafters call Skeleton Skellys? I think it's just less syllables, so it's easier to say. Isaiah Vega says, think, what would you do if someone said hi to you on the Hive? People say hi to me all the time on the Hive, and I say hi back. Genesis Pena Lozada says, do you think playing UHC by yourself or playing it with friends is the best? They're different. Playing by yourself, you take responsibility for everything that you do, and it's kind of, I mean, that's a good thing because you know, you don't have to worry about other people or heal other people or protect other people or accidentally kill other people like that did. But it was a mistake, guys. He didn't mean to. He was trying to protect me. But I mean, it's also bad because you're all by yourself. You don't have people to talk to. And I really liked having UHC in a team because, you know, we could talk about other stuff or make fun of each other or things like that. And that's really fun. But it's more challenging, and I think it's more intense to do it by yourself because any sound scares you to death because you know you have no friends to support you. If someone were to come in through the wall, it's you versus them, and you don't have friends to back you up. So yeah, it's really scary. I mean, it's a trade-off of what is you know, whether you have friends to help you or also hurt you, but also you have friends to talk to, or you're by yourself. Next season is going to be solo. Rainbow Icing asks, in UHC at the end, will the team win or will the winning team have to face each other in a battle? Nope. Since it is team-based, a team wins. If there's a group of 3 that makes it all the way to the end and there's nobody left, then that team wins. Of course, guys, if that team is down to 1 person and they kill the last person, then that person would win, and technically that team would win because that person was on the team. Chris880 KDR says, what do you like most about Minecraft survival and all the hard work you've done to the Noodle Planet? The survival games with all your friends, thousands of mini games that you can play with your friends, or adventure maps with Grazier, all of the above. I love Minecraft for everything that it is. Jan Rodriguez says, think, when you say a name, want a team, how do you say the name without typing it? I did it one time, but I don't know what I did. Well, all you do is type the first few characters of that person's username and press tab and it'll auto-fill it for you. Jack DS Kiss asks, think, will you be adding mods to your survival world somewhat like CaptainSparklez? If so, I would suggest Divine RPG or Hexit. Those mods seem to be really popular. No, in my survival world, it's going to remain a vanilla Let's Play always. I'm not going to add mods to it. That's just not how I built this series to be a series about that, and I don't want to do a season 2 or move the series into another modded series or something like that. That said, I do want to start a Hexit Let's Play separate from my survival Let's Play. Souls Eat Anime asks, "Hi, I think I was wondering, whenever you do UHC, how do you set up the server? Is it complicated or fairly easy?" Well, it's actually fairly easy. There are plugins on Bucket. If you go to dev.bucket.org, there's one called Ultra Hardcore by G. Howden, I think, and it pretty much does everything for you. Just install the plugin and get your friends together and go. You do have to, or you may have to install World Edit and put the walls around it. And there are sample commands on Bucket to tell you how to do that. It's not that complicated, but if you don't know how to install Bucket, it is a little bit complicated. RoboCat says, "Dear Think Noodles, I have beaten the Ender Dragon and the Wither on single player. What can I do now?" Well, I mean, that's kind of where I am in my Let's Play. And as you see, I'm just focusing on building things and sort of dominating the entire planet. And that's what you can do too. Kitty Taro 3201 says, "Hey Think, my brother was asking what's the difference between a snapshot and an update." Well, a snapshot is kind of like beta. You can access it through the launcher and everything, but it's not necessarily stable and it could do bad things to your world. So an update is a general release. It's been through plenty of bug testing, and the snapshots all lead up to an update. Wes V asks, "What is that white vertical line in your survival world and how do you get it?" The white vertical line is actually a beacon, and you get it by defeating the Wither and taking your Nether Star and crafting the beacon. Luis LaSalle asks, "What project are you most proud of in your Minecraft Let's Play?" The island in the sky. That thing is a beast. It has taken me so long, and it is really starting to look good and come together, so I'm most proud of that for now. Magical Unicorn says, "You should make a texture and keep everything the same, but change soup and make it noodles." Someone actually has done that for me. It's a texture pack, and I'll have it in probably maybe a couple of episodes of Hunger Games, and I'm going to use it, and it's got mantequilla, and it's got noodle soup, and all that cool stuff, and most of it looks the same, but it does have some, Think Noodles based stuff, and I really do like it. Leon 3751 asks, "What happened to your rail tracks to the village?" I picked them all up and put them in a chest. I didn't need them anymore because I wasn't transporting villagers, and I thought it made the landscape really ugly, so I picked them all up. Xreal Gaming X asks, "Have you ever cheated in your survival Let's Play?" Yes, I did once on a live stream. You guys can look, it's on my channel somewhere. I was collecting Wither Skulls, and you guys may remember that I accidentally hit a zombie pigman twice, and the second time I lost everything. And I asked you guys in the stream whether it was okay if I created back in a sword and armor so we could go and get those Wither Skulls. And everyone said, yeah, that's fine. And what I did is whatever I created back after the live stream and I got the Wither Skulls and all that stuff, I went back and threw those things away. So for example, if I created a chest plate and pants, diamond chest plate and pants, I went and I did it on video, on camera, showed you guys that I took diamonds that I had and threw them away because I had created those items and that wasn't fair. So I tried to make up for it, but yes, I did in that live stream. Think Noodles MCZ says, "Think in your survival episode 65, you said the next episode will probably be 1.7, but it's not coming out till November. If it comes out this week, I'm so happy because I won't need better sprint." Well, when I say 1.7, I mean a 1.7 snapshot. You're right, probably 1.7 won't be out until around Minecon, I think. I think that's the targeted release, although they haven't said that, but I think it is. But yeah, I'm going to be putting it on the snapshot. But first, I'm going to finish the island in the sky on 1.6 and give you guys the world download in 1.6 because I know a lot of you are not going to update to the snapshot and I don't want to ruin the world in that way. So yeah, not the next episode, but the episode after that, probably I will switch. Domi Lego Force says, think 22 people want the building game as a series. I saw this on a video. Could you do it, please? Oh man, I really want to. That game is so much fun. I laugh so hard in it. We're going to do more. Don't you worry. Jade is Minecraft says, why aren't you doing hide and seek lately? Well, guys, we've done about 20 something episodes of hide and seek. And I'm just waiting for new maps. It's not that I don't like the game type or anything like that. It's just that we can't really come up. We tried recording one and it just didn't come out very funny at all. People were taking the game really seriously and it wasn't really very fun. And we didn't get a good laugh out of it like we usually do. And we felt that it wasn't up to par for what you guys expect out of us for hide and seek. And so we scrapped the episode and we're waiting for new maps to come out so that we can discover them with you and have some more fun. Minecraft 2000 ER says, think I was playing in my single player world on your seed, but your structures weren't there. What happened? Also, you can lead and name your iron golem, so get them out of the pool. Well, as far as your single player world on my seed, if you just enter the seed, it's not going to have any of my structures. If you want my structures, you're going to have to use the map download in the description on my survival let's plays and then save them into your world save directory. And yes, I know you can lead and name your iron golems. I don't plan on really naming them. Maybe I will, but yeah, probably will. But I do plan on using the leads once I rebuild the walls around it. The key to Cool Fan says, in UHC, the comments had to spoil everything. Why? Well, I learned when watching the Mindcrack UHC to never, ever scroll down to the comments until I'm done watching the video. People love to spoil. I mean, they don't really love to spoil, but they do like to make a comment like, oh man, I didn't want you to die. And that's just feedback or comments to me. And they don't mean to spoil it for you, but you gotta be careful when looking at the comments. Ashley Wu says, oh my goodness, think I watched you so much that I was going to do you for a hero project. And then my teacher said, you have to know the person. And I was like, come on. So I asked my mom if I can go to New York and she said, no. And I said, why? And she said, why do you want to go? And I said, well, I want to meet Think. And she said, no, you're not going to New York. And I said, so can we go to Minecon? And she's like, no. And I was like, Urgh! And I was a bit upset. So then I go to my iPad and I started watching your videos, hoping you uploaded something. You're my hero, Think. Well, thank you. That's so flattering. And I'm sorry you couldn't come to New York or Minecon to meet me so you could do your hero project. But I'm sure you'll come up with something else really good. All right, guys, that is it for this week's Ask Think. Now remember, don't forget to ask questions for both me and my wife in this episode. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching, and of course, noodle on!